What's poppin', my goons? We back to some more of that credit chat. The damage is done. Today the topic is about why you don't need authorized users. Straight up. You don't need authorized users. You. Woo! The damage is done. You fucked up. You don't need authorized users. And I'm gonna tell you why you don't need them. Okay? The reason you don't need authorized users for you is because you don't know what you're doing. And you're about to fuck around and get ripped off because you don't know what you're doing, because you're not getting your authorized users from a place that's legitimate, like a family member or a friend, somebody close that you know that you can trust. That's why you don't need authorized users. You're trying to scour the internet trying to find authorized users to buy. You can get authorized users for no charge from your friends and families, and you can't afford to buy none because your pockets is probably low. You tap the fuck out right now, so you can't afford to spend $500, $600, $800, $1,000 for an authorized user. And you gonna fuck around and say, well, I found an authorized user for $100. And technically you could find an authorized user for $100 on the internet scouring around. You can't find it, but it's probably not gonna be quality. And because it's not quality, it's just a waste of $100. Straight up. You didn't need to waste that $100. And so you don't need to buy AUs because you can get them from somebody close. Your mom will add you, your dad will add you, your uncle, your auntie, somebody real cool with you who's got good credit. They'll just add you because they're looking out. Straight up, it happens all the time. They're looking out, so they'll just add you, period, point blank. That's it. Because they know the value that it has to enhance your score. So you don't need to buy no AUs. You can get them for free from people close to you. You, on the other hand, you need to stop buying AUs. You have too much AUs. There's this thing called authorized user abuse, and it can destroy your score. It can destroy your profile and get you red flagged by the credit bureaus. And now that your credit file's red flagged, you may not be able to get credit ever for the rest of your life indefinitely. So you need to be careful with that. No more than 5 AUs. Anything over 5 AUs on a file is considered authorized user abuse. You hear that? That's the sound of the police, the authorized user police. If you got more than 5, that's authorized user abuse. You can look it up, research it yourself. That is authorized user abuse. And they will red flag your shit because you have more than 5 AUs. I mean, you could get away with it. Some people do it, but that's on them. But I would not recommend you get authorized users over 5. Keep it to 5 or less if you need to add authorized users. So you don't need no more AUs. If you keep adding more AUs, it's because your credit limits are all fucked up. They're all high-ass balances. And you got derogatories. So you got derogatory information reporting and high balances reporting both at the same time. And you think the solution is for you to add more authorized users, which could help to lower the utilization and keep the score up. But you're dragging your own score in the gutter by having high balances and collections. That is facts. And you know that. So you're adding more authorized users to compensate for that imbalance you have on your credit file. And you really don't have to do that. Straight up, the damage is done. You don't have to do that. You just got to pay the balances down. And when you pay the balances down, the score will go up. As well as your pockets will go up because you'll owe less debt. And also, The damage is done. Hey, this beat is nice, huh? This beat is nice. I love the way it screams. But yeah. So authorized user abuse, man. You have to keep your payments paid up, so that'll keep your utilization down, and you don't need to keep adding authorized users. And then what you want to do is basically cut down on the amount of authorized users you have and get more primaries, because the primaries are what's important. You're only using authorized users to get the primaries. So get the primaries with the authorized user, and then you can cut them off. You don't need them no more. So you can cut them AUs off now. You got 130 grand in funding off credit cards now. I think you're good, my nigga. Straight up. You cut the AUs off. You don't need 7 AUs no more. 5 AUs no more. Cut it down to 2 AUs, 3 AUs. But you don't want to get red flagged for authorized user abuse. So this video is just about why you don't need AUs, because you need more primaries. That's the whole point of even AUs anyway. The point of AUs is just to get more primary accounts with high limits. And you need strong primaries, because strong primaries stick. Strong primaries are your own personal credit line that sticks. And it's all about you just paying on it. And your score is going to keep going up. When you remove those derogatories, what's going to happen is your score is going to go up. And when you make your payments and pay your balance down, your score is going to go up. So with that combination, you don't need the AUs, because that's just boosting your score with that combination. And this is a long game. You know, you're playing this shit a long game. You're going to keep doing this every month for the rest of your life. Straight up. Because as soon as you fuck up, the damage is done. And then it's hard to recover back from credit errors. Take you 3 months, 6 months to recover from a late payment or some shit went into collection, or you had a high credit card balance and it's hard for you to pay it back, and you don't want to default the shit and have it go into collections. So you don't need to buy more AUs. You need to pay down your debt. For real. Pay down your credit card debt, and that alone right there, paying down your debt and removing your collections and disputing all your negatives and getting them removed, that right there will have your scores up and getting you approved for funding for the credit cards that you want and the loans that you want. Authorized users are only icing on the cake. But if you buy a bunch of authorized users and don't spend that money on putting down your own debt, it's just a waste. It's a waste of money. So that's why you don't need authorized users. You're not in a position where you need them. You need authorized users when you have a clean file. This is when you need authorized users. When your file is clean, no derogatories. Now you add the authorized users for extra icing on the cake, extra firepower, extra weaponry when you go apply for funding. And you only buy or acquire or have someone add you when you want to go for high limit funding. But if you don't care about high limit funding, you just want a credit card period, then you don't even need them. You can get all these subprime lending cards, like the Surge card, the Fit card, the Horizons card. There's so many. You know what? Matter of fact, that's a video topic. I'm gonna make a video about all the easy to get credit cards. Just if you want to get your foot in the door, like the milestone card, all that. If you want to get your foot in the door, Credit One, Straight up, if you want to get your foot in the door, they have these other credit cards. You don't even need authorized users. They only need like $300 limit, $500 limit, $1,000 limit. Capital One even, you know, Discover It, student card, and these, you can just use these and just get credit going and get approved because they're like super subprime. But that's, you don't need authorized users. See, for you don't need authorized users because you just wanted to get your foot in the door with some credit, and there it is. You just got your foot in the door with some credit with that little cheap shit. But if you want high limits, you want to get the primaries with the high limits. New Coast Direct, My Jewelers Club, Credit Strong installment loans. Oh, Credit Strong got some new products. Check it out. Check out the new Credit Strong right now. That's creditstrong.com. They got new products. They got an $18,000 installment loan right now, primary. You should buy that. I'm damn near thinking about canceling my $5,000 account and closing that, all paid in full positive, and opening up the $18,000 primary. Just to have that open for a couple of months and then shut that one too. And then close it as paid in full. And what that does is it leaves a positive closed installment loan on your credit file. So when the lenders and the banks look at your file, what they'll see is that, oh, you can be trusted with large amounts of money and you pay it back. And we like that. Straight up, we fucking with you because you pay back large sums of cash. That's the power of installment loans. I got videos about the power of installment loans. Check them out. They're previous videos, couple videos back. I don't know how many videos back, but nonetheless, just came to drop a jewel real quick. Why you don't need authorized users? You need strong primaries. So don't let everybody convince you authorized users is what it's all about. You need strong primaries first, and then authorized users come next. And don't get ripped off. Make sure if you have to buy it that you just get it from the right place and it's all on the up and up. And authorized users are a necessity to boost your credit score. Absolutely. Hell to the yeah. Necessity for sure. So get you some authorized users and add them to your profile immediately so you can have a high score. But do not go get them without strong primaries first. Go get strong primaries and then get the authorized users. And if you have mad derogatories and if you have high ass credit card balances across multiple cards, take that money you was gonna buy with authorized users, don't buy them. Use that money to pay down your own debts and wipe away your own collections, and your credit score will go up just as much as if you had an authorized user. And you have more money in your pocket because now you're in less debt. But if you just want to say fuck it and let that shit hit your report and get your report fucked up, you could do it and just dispute. Now, I am no lawyer and this is no legal counsel, but you really could technically, if you're on some grimy shit, and this is how you get it in, just some super grimy gutter goon shit to the 10th degree power, you just say fuck all them debts and then just let them hit your report and then report negative. Your report will be jacked up, but then you just do credit repair and credit sweeps and have it all erased and just have your file wiped clean, all the way clean, squeaky clean, wiped away, all debts wiped away. They have credit repair tactics that can show you the right direction for you to make that sort of move. And you can find that stuff in the books, man. Check the credit books out. I'm not even gonna go into depth, but just check the credit books out because the books have got all the answers for all this stuff. And a lot of YouTubers too. Check out some other YouTube channels. They tell you a lot of stuff about how to wipe off all types of debt and negative on your account. For real, I learned a lot of this game watching YouTube and books and my own trial and error. YouTube, books, trial and error. That was my move. So I've been rambling on. But with that being said, like, subscribe, share, comment, donate. If you found value in this message, this video was brought to you, sponsored by the Most High. And we're on a mission for financial freedom, one step at a time. And credit is the move. Damage is done. Until next time, Spontaneous Productions, we out. This beat is cold though. Some old Dipset shit. Some old Dipset. It's just too late. That damage is done, homeboy. Homegirl. Fucked up. Damage done. We out. Like, subscribe, share, comment. You know what to do. Peace.